I decided to make this stream. Today is a special day, it's Alima's birthday, but anyways, that's not the point of my video. I wish you happy birthday today, but I've been watching a lot of videos and I've not been making a lot of videos on YouTube, and I have a lot of reasons for it. Number one, I've not been making drinking videos because my money is not good, and my mom told me that she will be paying me for not drinking alcohol. So far she gave me 300, and I'm not been drinking even though she didn't believe me. And when she was asking me, I was smiling, and she also, of course, she thought that I'm lying to her because she has no proof that I'm not drinking alcohol, and I technically can drink, and she's not gonna know about it. So I told her that she shorted me like $50, but your money is not good either, and she's old, and I'm like, okay, well, I understand. But like I said, because my money is not good and I'm not making money, fuck. I'm okay with not drinking and making money because of that. And also I'm saving money on alcohol too. It's not a lot of money, but it's a couple bucks here and there. So it's like, but I don't like it because, before, back in the day when I had my freedoms and I was working hard, I was drinking when I wanted, I was making any type of videos I wanted, right? And nobody cared. And by nobody, I meant nobody significant. Like, you see, if I'm around people whom I personally know, like my family, friends, who trying to change me or whatever, that I don't feel comfortable. If it's like random strangers on the internet, I don't give a shit. And I still get angry, because like if people dare not to like what I'm doing and give me insulting comments, I cast them out too. That makes me angry. But you see, like when I'm around my family and my family is busting my balls about it, it like weighs more. Even though I don't like either one of them, I won't do what I want, and I don't want anybody to tell me anything. No criticism. I mean, we can have a discussion and stuff, but if it's all about ha 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 ha, you a piece of shit, I'm normal, you were born to suck my dick, and I'm gonna say you were born to suck my dick, motherfucker. Fucking infidels. So, it make me so fucking angry. So fucking angry. Because I won't do what I want, I won't act how I want, I don't give a fuck. You show me the consequences, like, okay, I've been watching this shorts. There's this white guy. If your life was better back in Ohio, would you consider going back? I mean, I would like to go back, but this is not an option. All these people from Discord, Coffee72 knows about it. They fucking up my life in Ohio. So I cannot go back to FedEx and do the same thing as I used to. I mean, it would be nice if I could. I would like it. But due to the unfortunate circumstances, I don't think I have that option. But if I would, I could. Because back in the day, I had a little bit more fun. I had my freedoms over there. Had my place, had my job. And there are some people talking about people had problem with me at work, but still, I was making money and working hard. And nobody was talking about what's wrong with me. And if people on the internet were fucking with me, I was cussing them out. And nobody cared. In that regard, my life was way better. And because people like that fucking with me on the internet, that's exactly the reason why I don't like to make as many YouTube videos anymore, even though I enjoy doing it. And also, I used to make drinking videos and I had fun doing this. And by the way, I got myself a computer. I want to show you. I got it for my accounting thing, so I'm doing QuickBooks. I got this computer. It's only $177 with tax. Comes in handy, and I like it because this way when I'm making my videos, like drinking videos, I can actually, put on some music I like while I'm drinking malt liquor and make it with my phone, which is cool. I used to do it back in the day, but then I got rid of my computer. And then I had an Apple one, which was expensive, but it just, I gave it away to my girlfriend whose birthday is today, FYI, so, whom I don't see as much due to unfortunate circumstances, because I had to leave Ohio because of the bullshit. Because I used to have a job driving, but they were trying to try to put me, there's something wrong with me, and they couldn't. I had to deal with the nurses who were pretending that they're stupid when they were not, and they were assigning the wrong places, and I was rude to them, and they were like, huh? Like I shouldn't talk to them any way I want, because, they were making me angry, and I had to kiss up to them. Like I'm worse than they are. And you wonder why I fucking hate people. Because in my mind, everybody else is a fucking human excrement and I'm a fucking god. And I should get my way, and everybody should give me money and shut the fuck up. If I'm not getting it, if I don't have power, I need to kiss up to people. If I'm stronger than people, I can fucking subdue them, I can hurt them, I can abuse them, and I have a right to do it because they're pieces of shit. Why they're pieces of shit? Because I'm not getting my way because of them. And my way is the way of God, and people who think differently, they're pieces of shit, they're pieces of human excrement, and they deserve to die. Okay? That's just how I feel, really, I know it sounds horrible, but I really feel that way. So, when I was getting angry at these people and talking to me, I shouldn't be like that. All I wanted to do is I wanted to fuck them up. I wanted to fucking kill my boss. I wanted to bring this fucking, laboratory full of with his blood because he was a fucking infidel. Because in my eyes, he's a piece of shit, that's all. But I understand that, I can think like that, I can talk about it, but I cannot do shit like that in real life. Because there's gonna be circumstances such as jail time and things like that, And I'm not big on the strongest guy. So people say, oh, they're gonna fuck you up in jail. But even if I would be, no matter how big strong you are, these people suffer too. Hey, there is Maxim Marcinkevich, for example. He was a fighter against fucking faggots in Russia, for example. Guess what? He was trying to do the right thing, but because he didn't have the authority to do it, he was taking it on his own. He ended up in jail, and he got killed in jail. Alexei Navalny, he was against Putin, for example. Killed in jail, see how it is. Anybody who stands for something, anybody who stands against something, no matter how big they are, strong they are, they still suffer a lot, There's no pain, no gain principle works, so. But me, I'm not that brave of individual. People say oh, you're brave. I mean, I'm not really brave. I just I just have no choice. It's you have certain character, and people say, oh, I'm so another thing. People say, oh, how can you be lazy and hard working at the same time? Well, me, I'm by nature, I'm a lazy person, okay? But I was working a lot of hours and I was being hard working because I like my freedoms, okay? I like my freedoms. I want to do what I want. And I realized that the world is set up that way that if you want to do what you want and act how you want, you need to work hard. If you want to talk to people any type of way, because this is how you feel, you need to work hard. In my mind, if I can talk to people any type of way, they beneath me, because this is how I feel about people, If I don't get my way with them, I look at them like they're pieces of shit who don't let me do what I want. Okay, because my way is the way of God, and everybody who thinks differently is a piece of shit, and they just mistakes to be corrected. That's just how I feel personally. And I feel like I can be the weakest individual, I can do nothing, and people should do what I want regardless, right? I feel that way. But, this is not how the world set up. The world set up, you need to be big and strong in order to get things. You want to get bitches, you need to be big and strong. You want to work, you need to be big and strong. When you're weak, you fucking die. Survival of the fittest. So, in my mind, I don't care. It's all about my selfish desires and doing what I want and having freedoms. But the world is set up, how? Survival of the fittest. So that's why, even though I'm naturally a lazy person, and I would be cool with doing nothing, drinking, smoking, having sex all day, doing whatever, doing nothing all day, watching TV all day, whatever. I just cannot live like this. So I have to work hard. Have no choice. And now people say, oh, you can play disability card because there's something wrong with you. But then again, if you're gonna do that, you're gonna survive, but you're gonna live like a vegetable. So this is not a good solution anyway. Even if there's something wrong with you, you still have to work hard. You know, oh, people's gonna have problems with you. Well, if let's say I'm gonna get on disability, I'm not gonna be doing anything, right? What, people still gonna have problem with me because why the taxpayer should be paying for me doing nothing? Why? And then on top of that, I will be just surviving, living a shitty life anyway. So I'm not benefiting from that much. Neither do taxpayers, because if they're gonna know that they're wasting money on somebody who can potentially work, some weird person who can potentially work, right? But he doesn't do shit because there's something wrong with him, right? And then he just does nothing and smokes weed, they're gonna say, why do we need to spend money on this parasite, you know? How does that benefit us? We fucking inject this motherfucker with lethal injections, life is about to go into work. Why do we need this piece of shit? It's just waste of space. Fuck. But at least if I'm weird but I'm going to work, I'm better off that way. Women always go for alpha male. The alpha male is the most powerful. So what makes a man more powerful than other men these days? Money. But if you wanna make money, you have to work hard. All these alpha males are big and strong guys. But why they're big and strong? Because they work hard and they have abilities for things. So again, you want to be an alpha male, you gotta work hard. But also women like sigma males too, you know. Not everybody is alpha male. Sigma males are attractive too. And me, I'm more sigma than alpha because, you know, I'm not like a normal person. But you know, there is nothing you can do about it, you know. But you cannot use it as an excuse, you know. You still have to work hard. You just have to do the best you have with what you got, you know. I mean, sure, people's gonna have problem with weird people because, you know, they're not gonna be working, acting, or thinking like the majority of the society. But it's better to contribute than not to contribute. Because even if I'm working, but I'm not working as good, or I'm working in a way that people don't like, I'm still doing something positive for society. I'm still doing something, you know? And that's how I'm getting money. Versus if I'm weird and because of that I'm doing nothing all day, that's worse. You know what I mean? I have more freedom and I suffer and I complain about life. And how does it help other people? I'm not doing anything, sitting there, cannot work, cannot do shit. And let's say I'm on disability, which I'm not, but let's say if I would be. I would be doing nothing and other people would be paying money, the taxpayers would be paying money for me to drinking alcohol and smoke weed all day. I keep telling you, it's not a good alternative, you know. I mean, it's good if you're old, if you're like 67 years old, but not for somebody who's like 37. You know what I mean? So, that's all. But this is not what I was like trying to talk about. I was more thinking about like why I'm not making a lot of videos on YouTube. And that kind of links to that, you know, like all the bullshit I'm getting from this fucking stupid people. I'm like, fuck. I'm tired. I just don't want to do YouTube as much. Even though I had fun, but you know, I'm not drinking because I don't have money. So I have to kiss up to my mom even though I don't agree with her. And she feels like I can lie to her and I could, but you know, like to me, drinking on YouTube, that was just a fun, you know, that was like a fun hobby. You know, it's fun to drink a beer, you know, to fucking put some cool music on. You know, that's fucking fun. Let's face it. That's fun. You know, that's enjoyable. Even though I'm not an alcoholic, even though some people try to make me think that I am, you know, but, you know, like, Sometimes it's just fun, just let it loose, make a drinking video, and then you just don't care about anything and you feel like powerful, and then you start doing things. Like 10 years ago when I used to make these drinking videos and edit them when I was buzzed and I fucking enjoyed doing it. I was happy doing it. I used to have this video editing program, Magic 17 Pro, which I got from the internet, I don't know, for $60 or whatever back in the day. And I figured out how to do basic video editing for myself. And I used to love it, like cutting videos, in certain ways, adding some music on, adding some intros. I fucking love doing it. That was fun. That was fun. That's something I really enjoyed. So, and that's why I don't like modern day computers, because you think that, Apple, oh, it's so good, it's so expensive, it's a nice thing. But you actually have less freedoms with it, less opportunities. Why? Because everything is on iCloud, but you cannot do anything you want with it because everything is copyrighted. For example, back in the old days, you can get any music you want, you download it to the computer, you use it. That stuff is Apple, it's on iCloud, so you can listen when you want to, but because it's copyrighted and you want to use it for a video, for example, they just say, hey, you don't have permission to use it for a video, my friend. See? So you cannot do things which you used to do like in all the computers 10 years ago. So, and that's something I personally don't like. I mean, yeah, because of the copyrighted issue, like when I became a partner, I was not able to do it, and I didn't like to put music on my videos because I wanted to make money off of YouTube. But then I lost my partnership 3 years ago, so I don't really care anymore, So since I'm not making money off of YouTube anymore, because YouTube is YouTube and it's owned by the fucking kikes who takes our freedoms away from us, because of that they punished me for just, being myself and saying what I want, of course, because this is like the worst thing you can do in your life. So, and because of that, of course, I'm not making money, so now I'm like, hey, fuck it. If I like to make YouTube videos and I'm not making no money out of it, hey, I can just be making drinking videos and fucking blasting music on whatever and like, fuck, enjoy it. But because I want money from my mom, because I want more money, it's like, fuck, I'm not gonna be drinking. But like I said, I'm not happy about it because, again, this is like, you're selling yourself for money. You're not doing what you want because you want to get the money. See? And that's what life is all about, kissing up to people. You have to do things certain way, not certain way. And that's slavery. And that's what Life was Overrated 96 talking about in his videos. And I'm watching him up, my God. Half of my lifetime ago, when I was fucking teenager back in Russia, I had similar thoughts to what he's talking about. And I'm like, yeah, I really like that man. I mean, there is some varieties because he's talking about Harry the Hustler, things like that. I mean, there is some American twist on it because, he's American, so obviously, But the same principle, the same principle. It's just different variations, different names, different style, perhaps. But it's the same principle, the same general idea. So, same general idea, just different way of presenting it. Yep. That's what about cultural differences, People are all similar, but, people in America versus people in Russia and Africa, they present themselves differently. Even though we're all governed by the same, laws and, we have the same feelings and everything, but we just present it a little differently. That's all. That's what cultural differences are really all about. But presentation still counts for something. Speaking on racism, that sign when I watch that video. I hate niggers. And then black people say, oh, you're mentally ill. And then some people beat the crap out of him for that. I'm looking at it, I'm like laughing. But I mean, Presentation means something, and a lot of people don't like you for the way you present yourself. That's like, speaking of racism and other kind of like hatred towards people who are not like you. Because they don't like your presentation. But what can you do? You can't expect being liked. So, even though I like being liked, but it's not possible to be liked because of who you are as an individual. So you just have to embrace it. You have to embrace the hate. Just like Kanye West said, everybody's been hated for who they are. You know, his song, Don't Let Me Down. If you want to be somebody who have anything, if you want to pursue any dreams, you always be hated. They hate niggers, hated bitches, and ta-ta-ta. You know, like, Kanye West was right. And of course, he's an anti-Semite. You know, but I listened to Kanye West back in the day. He's cool. And I don't particularly care because, like I said, there are a lot of Jewish people, including myself, I guess, who don't like the Jews. Yeah, Jewish people don't like each other, so what you talking about other people? Talking about anti-Semitism. Fuck. I don't even care. I just want to be a free man. I just don't want to be a societal slave. I don't really care about ethnicity, religion, none of that shit. I don't even want to care about it. Watching these fucking videos they sending me probably because of Lydia, all about body count and why men should care about it. I'm thinking to myself a lot, like, okay, well, I like to see you, but if that's the reason why, you know, she's feeling the way she's feeling, well, she's pain in the ass, like I said. I don't need all this fucking resume. I already know that she's pain in the ass. And I'm thinking to myself, well, oh, high body count. Well, at least, you know, but before what? She was a shy girl? Okay, well, if she was shy and she was acting the way she was acting back in 2017, she would be even bigger pain in the ass than she was. So she's worried again about all the wrong things. At least, you know, she learned how to fuck and how not to be shy around the men. Fuck. At least she would be good for something. She's actually gonna be less pain in the ass than she would have been otherwise. Fucking bitching, criticizing, giving me shit. And on top of that, not being good in bed. Yeah. I definitely wouldn't want to go out with a woman like that. That's for damn sure. She's gonna be bigger pain in the ass. I have to be fucking, you know, seducing her and forcing her fucking have sex or whatever. And she'll be so shy and shit. Fuck. It will be a bigger pain in the ass. I mean, high body count is not cool because it's like, you know, you feel like dealing with a hoe. But if you deal with a hoe, you expect her, you know, to put out on the first day. But the woman like, oh, we're afraid of it because, you know, you're just gonna pump and dump me, whatever. And I'm like, well, do I really wanna be in a relationship with a woman who feels that way? Fuck. I wanna enjoy the relationship. I wanna have a good time, you know, passionate sex, kisses, good time, fun. But women say, oh, I don't want to fuck you because you're going to be like other guys. You're going to fucking leave me. I'm like, fuck. If you feel that way, then get the fuck out, bitch. You're being pain in the ass, that's all. So now when they sending me these videos, I just like scroll. I don't even want to watch it anymore because I really don't care. I really don't care what to watch it. Because this is not something I even want to think about. And when they're asking me, oh, how high do you think is high? I have to really think about it. But normally I don't even think about it. All I'm thinking about when it comes to women, oh, I like you, I want to fuck you. That's it. I'm not thinking about nothing else. I want to get my way. That's it. Just like at the job. Well, I'm thinking about getting money. Just like in sex. Or I'm thinking about getting pussy. Or I'm thinking about getting my way with people. In my head, don't go like anywhere past that. If I get a green check mark, life is good. I get what I want. Boom. I don't want to hear that shit. I don't want to care. If I like the woman and she tell me, oh, I like you, you're such an attractive guy, I'm gonna marry you, but I'm afraid that you're not because you think I'm a fucking hoe. Fuck. Why even telling me that? Especially I'm watching, I'm thinking to myself, like, okay, I already been in a relationship with another woman. What? You're trying to tell me, like, why it's a good idea for me not to date you? Okay, well, there's a reason why I made out with Lydia back in 2019, and she was hesitant and I was hesitant too. And that's the reason why she told Alima the lie and I didn't say anything. Because I was thinking in my head too, you know, like, oh yeah, Lydia, she's passionate, she's probably good fuck. But I'm not sure if I want to break up with Alima because of her, because she's pain in the ass. She's insulting me. She's not paying her rent and fucking other guys, you know. She's telling me how piece of shit am I, and then she just can get drunk and fuck anybody, and she has, in America we have a lot of sex, and other men do everything for her, do nothing for her, and they get pussy out of her, and I do more than other men for her, and I'm not gaining nothing out of it. So I'm like, fuck. This woman a pain in the ass. It's like when you think like an accountant, you know, because I'm an accountant, and I'm thinking like that. So it's like, she's not a good, you know, return on an investment. She's fucking pain in the ass. And in order for her to be my woman, she really have to give me a lot of sex in order to compensate for her being pain in the ass. Because everything she showed me that this is the only thing she's good for. And here she is worried about that shit. That's what I'm thinking based on what I see. Because when I look at these things, you know, that reminds me of her. Because it's a lot of Russian things, a lot of music, which my phone, you know, highlights, and I'm thinking, that's probably what she would probably like, and I like that too. We have similar tastes in music, so I already noticed that. We met at the rock club, and when we were talking about it, she knew what kind of music I like, and she was talking about that she thinks that I have a rich, you know, in the world, and that's why she went to psychologist because of me. And even before, when I was not even attracted to her, when she was telling me how she feels, I found her interesting, you know. Like a lot of times, you know, like men, when they want to have sex with a woman, you know, they just pretend and they lie so they can fuck you. With me, it was like this. I didn't have to pretend. I was actually interested in what she's all about, and I didn't want to even have sex with her. It's funny, right? So it's like... But then just when I start living with her, not just smoking weed with her and hanging out and have fun, I found out that she's fucking pain in the ass. That's all. And the fact that she feels like she needs to go to psychologist because of me, when other men can just get her drunk and have sex with her, I'm like, okay, going to psychologist again, pain in the ass. Because I need to do more to get less. Pain in the ass, I need to get more, I need to do more to get less. You know, that's like rap right there. Pain in the ass, I need to do more to get less. See? And that's exactly what I don't like, you know, I fucking hate it. See? I want to be the opposite. I want to do less and get more. So. And I feel like she owes me so. Talking about being sex slave. And people say, oh, how could you say that? You like piece of shit, you misogynist, whatever. You know, payback is a bitch. That's all I can say about that. That's just how I look at things, personally. You're taking my freedoms away. You're making me uncomfortable. You criticizing me. That's a big minus right there. Sex is a plus. Relationship should be about pleasure. If you're giving me pain, you need to compensate it. Oh shit, fuck. You need to compensate it with pleasure, right? So, if you show that you're good for sex, you need to be my sex slave in order to, you know, to be with me. But then again, I didn't even want to be with her because I was looking at like Alima is a better woman. Because she's not as much as a pain in the ass. She doesn't tell me shit. She tells me, hey, be a man, go to work, give me the money, you're not gonna have no problems. That's it. And I had way more freedoms with her because she was letting me do what I want and act how I want. See? So, If I have that freedom and I can do what I want and I can act how I want around her, why do I need to be with a woman with whom I don't have this type of freedom? Why? Who is going to be running her mouth, complaining about me because she feels like there is something wrong with me when I'm doing things for her, which she doesn't even fucking deserve. And she knows about it. So I was watching this card and the card was coming out. Your independence is making me insecure. I'm looking at it, I'm thinking like, fuck. So you have an issue with me doing what I want and acting how I want, and you feel insecure because I'm doing what I want and I don't give a shit? Alima doesn't feel that way. She's telling me, Emil, be a man and go to work. And do whatever the fuck you wanna do, I don't care. You wanna drink, drink. I know you're not an alcoholic. You can, enjoy yourself. I just realized that like around 30 or 40% of Gen Z women identify as LGBT. Okay, well, I don't care about that. Faggots, dykes, I don't care about that shit. I'm not talking about it. So, I'm talking about freedoms. I'm not into that fucking sexual perversion type of stuff, okay? So you can get the fuck out with that bullshit. Because I'm not interested. Thank you. And have a great day. So, because this is not the point about fucking faggotry and lesbianism. I don't care about that. But if I have a woman whom I can have sex with and she gives me freedom and I can do what I want and all I need to worry about is going to work, there's this other woman who is bitching at me, whom do you think I want to pick? Whom I want to be in a relationship with? Of course, with the first one. That's no-brainer for me. But if the second woman, she is more passionate, I'm thinking, okay, she could be a better fuck. Right? So it's like I'm looking at her like, okay, well, she's only good for that, but I don't want to break up with my main chick because of that, because like other woman gives me freedom and freedom more important than that. Yeah, it's getting to be a problem. It seems like America is getting less freedoms by the day. Well, I agree with that statement. America does get less freedoms by the day. Because America is not America anymore. It's Jew America now, That's why brother Nathaniel, my favorite Jew on YouTube, ran away through BitChute. And he's making his fun videos over there. And he's my favorite Jewish person. And he's been baptized into our Lord Jesus Christ for the last 50 years. He's the real Jew, Because, let's face it, what happened to Jewish people? Why did it happen? Why Hitler killed 6 million Jews? Because God has been punishing Jews for killing Jesus Christ through Adolf Hitler. That's all. That's what I believe in. Because think about it this way. 100 years after Jewish people manipulated Romans into killing Jesus Christ, Jewish people lost their land. That was a punishment from God. If God exists, But I don't even care about religion. I don't care about nothing. I'm all about life was overrated 96. So, I don't give a shit. But that's just what I think. That's just what I think. So, but I personally don't care. Because I don't believe in nothing. I don't know nothing. And I don't care about nothing. I'm just a fucking working peon. And right now I don't even work as much. So I don't know, I'm just wasting my days in here. In this fucking cell. Just wasting my time, really. And because I'm bored, I'm making these streams. And I'm about to do some accounting because I have nothing better to do. I just work fucking 4.5 hours a day and do nothing for the rest of the day. So it's like, fuck. I have no life. Also, have you heard about computer freedoms and stuff? Phones and computers are already spying on people. Well, I already know about that one too. And that's a good point right there. I know that phones and cars are spying on me. That's why people acting weird everywhere I go. And I fucking hate it. And that's another problem too. And there are cameras everywhere too. And before it was not like that. It was not like cameras everywhere. Like even like 5, 7, 10 years ago, it was not like that. Now it's like everywhere I go, cameras everywhere. I'm like, fuck, I hate this shit. I know that my phone is spying on me and I fucking hate it. You know? I fucking hate it myself. So you're right about that. That's a good point. That's a good point. Unfortunately. And that's a big problem right there. That's a big problem. Yep. That's a big problem. Turning off the phone won't turn it off. There are multiple batteries in phones like COSM and some other stuff. Well, I'm not doing nothing about nothing. I already understand that. No matter what I do, I'm gonna be a slave. There's no escape from the matrix. But you know, it's funny. And even Jewish people die young. There is one guy in the synagogue who was not acting funny when I was there. He was acting like a normal person no matter what. He died in January. There is another guy, you know, he was a brother of one of the girls whom I went to the school with in the same class. There was this family, there's a Jewish family, of course, who went to Jewish school. There are like 3 girls and a boy. One of the girls, the oldest one, she was going the same class with me. And she has younger sisters and a younger brother. Her younger brother just died a couple weeks ago. I found out from it because of Instagram, you know, and he was like probably, I don't know, he was 29 or 30 years old because he was born in 94. I don't know if he even made it to 30. He just died a couple weeks ago. And I knew that guy. We were going to the same school. When I was going to high school, he was going to fucking elementary school. So, and he's already dead. The brightest candles burn out the fastest. Yep. And everybody's been talking about how good of the person he was. So, that's that. Somebody whom I personally knew. Another one. He was not my closest friend or whatever, but we went to the same school together. And I went to the same class with his sister, who lives in New York right now. Yep. Small world. I don't really keep in touch with her like that, but I remember her. We were not like a good friends in my class, but you know. Yep, somebody from my fucking school. Yep. Yep. The country with the most freedoms might unicornically be some poor country in Africa now. Are you talking about Sierra Leone? This is what Alima's been talking about. And remembering Alima on her birthday today, FYI. She was always talking about Africa is the land of the free. And the poorest country is Sierra Leone, and I've been there. And I had fun over there. Hey, you can get high over there for like 15 cents. Because the joint over there costs like 1,000 leons. Mind you,